cars, builds, perspectives, lifestyle, vlogs. Welcome to Your Opinion Cars.
As promised, back with the update. Got both of the hoses out. As you hear, I'm out of breath. Now let me give y'all a recommendation here. This is the lower. This, of course, you know, is the upper. This was easy as crap to get out. This joker was so hard to get out. It was so hard. I'm trying to look inside. O-ring is pretty flat too. The top that connects to the thermostat, that was extremely easy to get out. This was a mother to get out. Like when that O-ring seats on there, it seats real good. So what you gotta do is you gotta get a breaker bar. What you gotta do is you gotta get a breaker bar and put it on this edge, this lip right here, and pry it back. But just be careful because you know your radiator has plastic parts and stuff on there. But I don't have a breaker bar. So I had to use, you never give up, man. You never give up. Like once I'm into something and I'm doing it, I'm not giving up until I finish. So what I had to do was, you gotta get creative when you're working on cars. I was taught that. What I did was I put this big wrench in there and use this and pry and pry. And I used this bottom part of the, see how it's curved? I used that right there, and I rocked it, and I rocked it, and rocked it, and rocked it, and rocked until I broke the O-ring, the seal on the O-ring. So edge. I also use this too. This is a fan clutch tool that I don't need no more, but I have it just in case I do somebody else's car. Cause I got the electric fan. Get the electric fan. This shit's way easier. But I used both of them and rocked it and rocked it and rocked it until I broke it loose and I could just pull it off of there. So, let me get my light. Boom. So here's everything off. Water pump is out. Hose is off. This thermostat is new because it was leaking before. So that's a new thermostat, so I'm not taking that out. Got everything out. These to the side. Everything is out, and usually when you do the cooling system, it's a plug, a drain plug on the radiator. You can use that to drain it out, and there's a bolt on the block. But if you just take the water pump out, that'll pretty much take all of the coolant, all of it out of the system. Now, there's still some in this heater hose right here that connects to the expansion tank. That's why you see the expansion tank still has some coolant in there, but that's okay. I don't have a 22 millimeter bolt to get the plug out the radiator. But now I'm about to wipe all this stuff up. As you can see, coolant is a very messy job, but I didn't get none on the floor. I have a big bucket. I don't know if you can see it. You can't even see the floor because the bucket is so big. I got a big bucket underneath that's just catching everything. So I'm about to clean all my pulleys off, clean everything up, and I'm about to start putting stuff back together. And here it is. There was a water pump. There's a fan switch. Like I told you, I'm gonna reuse. I didn't have to buy new ones. You gotta change the O-ring on that sucker. But there's that. Here is the oil filter housing gasket, all back together. I got this over there to cover it up with a new gasket on there. This old gasket, I'm pretty shocked because this old gasket is hard and it's flat, but it ain't break up. Look at this. Look at that. It's still pretty good, but it was leaking. It definitely was leaking out because it got real flat, and it is, you can't feel it, but it's hard. It's hard, but it still got some rubbery to it. I'm surprised. It probably just starting to leak, and I caught it, so got a fresh one in there. New Vanos oil line on there. This one is way better than the OEM one. Chase Bays makes it. Chased by the bays. You find on ECS Tuning, they make it. So here's that back together. I'm about to put that back together and just go through, clean everything up little by little. So I'll be right back at y'all when I do that. Out. Alright, as I'm putting things back together, I just want to give a quick video real quick, you know what I'm saying? Just showing certain things, especially with these German cars. You see how all these bolts are different sizes? And you see how I got them numbered 1, 2, 3. Like that's the top of basically this is just a graph for the oil filter housing gasket. Cause you gotta put the bolts in the same way they came out. You can't put this one at the top and this one right here. It just won't work, and you might strip something or damage something or whatever like that. But that's one thing about these German cars. Please, when you're working on your car, you know what I'm saying, just be mindful of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. That's why I'm glad I got a garage, because I can take my time now. I'm not on the parking lot no more like when I lived in my other townhome. I didn't have a garage or anything like that. So, but take your time and lay things out, and just remember where stuff go. And then I also have all the torque specs for everything: the water pump, the oil filter housing gas, and all the pulleys and the alternator bolt and everything like that. Because you got to put this stuff back on, but some of this stuff needs to be torqued down. You can over tighten it or warp something or strip something. So just be mindful of what you're doing. So I'll be back at you when I'm done putting everything back together. Get this baby running. My car ain't ran in like 2.5 weeks, but it sucks because I'm still waiting on parts. I don't have everything, but I'm not going to keep, lollygagging. We're just going to knock this stuff out. So here we go. Alright, put the stuff back together. Got the oil filter housing gasket back on. The oil filter housing back on. I got the new oil line. Everything is plugged up. Got the alternator back on. Brand new tensioners. As you can see right there, brand new tensioner. Water pump, another tensioner, and a brand new idler pulley. I'm just getting stuff put back on right now. I still gotta put the 2 hoses on, put oil in it, then put coolant, put the belts on, and she good to go. She is good to go. Alternator gave me a pain because, not the alternator, I'm sorry. Water pump gave me a pain because that new O-ring that comes on it, man, I recommend using silicone paste. I had none. I had to keep putting a lot of coolant on there because coolant is real slippery. I had to put a lot of coolant on there, and eventually I got it on. And then one of these bolts are messed up, so hopefully it should be good to go, man. Hopefully when she heats up, she'll be good to go. But new tensioner on there, new water pump, another new tensioner, new idler pulley. Oil filter housing gas here. There's a fresh oil filter in here. I still gotta fill it up with oil. Everything is connected back there. I gotta still put that around, move that around like a power steering pump, and connect that back up. Everything is connected. Like I say, I'm just updating y'all as I go. I just gotta put the 2 hoses on, and then we good to go, man. We are good to go. I'm gonna start it up, let it run. Let it come up to temperature, bleed the system, and we're gonna go from there. So, stay tuned. All right, back, got everything, got all the belts on, both the belts on, new tensioners on, new pulley is on, new water pump, everything is snugged down. Now I just gotta put the upper and lower radiator hose on, fill it up with oil, fill it up with coolant. Well, I gotta mix the coolant first. Plug the battery in, and she good to go, man. She is good to go. So here you go, with all the new parts on. So we're gonna give it a go. See if it's any leaks. Start it up, let it run. Still gotta finish up putting the hoses on, and then we good to go, man. Oh, still gotta do my coils too. Definitely gotta do my coils too, so I'm gonna do that too. But yeah, just giving you an update. Here it is. Here it is, new belts. Like I said, I didn't even need new belts. I had like 8,000 miles on my old belts, but it is what it is. She good to go. Right back at you. All right, here we go. Everything back together. Got my new dipstick on. New reservoir. All for the housing gasket is done. New oil line. New hoses. New everything. New pulleys. New tensioners. I've been had the upgraded aluminum ECS tuning pulleys on there. I've been had those on there from the last time I did it, but should have been did my tensioners and all that. But hey, had to do them now. Everything's plugged back in. Everything. You gotta turn the battery on, fill it up with oil. Here's the coils. All 6 brand new coils. Already did my spark plugs, like I told you. Here's everything. She all back together. Now you gotta put the fan back in also. Just gotta put the fan back in, put the cold air intake back on. And we gonna check, see if any leaks, see if I fucked up, see if I did everything right. So everything's plugged in. I come back at y'all when she up to temperature, when she running. But there's an update with everything. There we go, all ready to go. I just got done mixing the coolant. As you can see, it's a messy job. I try to be clean as possible, but it is what it is. I'll clean my floor later. So I got 2 gallons of coolant. As you know, you gotta mix it with distilled water. Here's my distilled water. Then I got some left over too. I got extra cool, so I got about 2 gallons. 1 whole gallon is probably gonna go in this E46, and I'll keep that and that for another day. Just got extra coolant. It's always good to have extra coolant, extra oil, always. So I just got done mixing that. I still didn't do my diff fluid, but I'll do that tomorrow. I'll give y'all a video on that. And I got 2 new plugs, filled plug and a drain plug. So I do my diff fluid tomorrow when I do my suspension. Everything is over there. You can't see because it's a mess, but there's a fan. I'm about to throw the fan on, fill it up with oil, and she good to go. She is good to go. The belt's so new, I'm thinking that's coolant on there or something like that, but nah, she good to go. Everything's tightened up, everything's torqued down, except for the fucking water pump. Over torqued that a little bit on 1 bolt, so it's all good though. Hopefully there's no leaks. Hopefully everything is good. So we shall see. I come back at y'all. Here's the update. So everything's finished. Everything's broken down, was broken down. Everything's back together now. So, like I said, it took me 3 hours, 3-4 hours to do all this. But I took my time, remember, I took my time. I was taking breaks. So, just chilling in here, you know, got my garage. So, everything's beautiful. New hoses, all new hoses. Everything is new, everything is good. Everything is plugged in. So, she good to go. And like I told y'all, man, hit ECS tuning up, man. Not only performance mods and all other types of things that they sell, tools and everything, they got all your OEM parts for the low, man. OEM parts for the low. So, yeah, I'll be back up with you when I fill it up with oil and fill it up with coolant. So, I'll be back. And here is the finished product, all done. I'm all done. Phone died on me last night, so this is the next morning. You know, making a final video. Just done doing all the maintenance I had to do. Well, not technically. I got some more stuff to do today, but just wanted to give y'all a quick, you know, last update video. I let the car run, bled the cooling system out, and you know when you bleeding it, you gotta. You know, well, if you're doing a full refresh, you gotta let the car run, let it get up to temperature. As you're doing that, fill up the coolant, fill it up. And as you can see, you gotta take this little air, I I guess where the screw is, you gotta take the screw out so you can get the air out. And you'll see air bubbles coming out. You gotta keep a close eye on it while you're filling it up. And let the car run, and then put your car on the hottest heat setting and the lowest fan speed. And then as it's running, you'll see it heats up. The temperature's gonna rise. And once it pretty much gets almost up to temperature, but right before it gets all the way up to the proper temperature, like right before it gets in that middle mark, you should see if you're bleeding it right, the coolant will just spill out of this hole. It'll just flow, 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 flow. You won't see no air bubbles. When you get a complete straight stream for about, I'd say like 10 to 30 seconds, that's how you know your cooling system is good. All the air bubbles out. Prior, put the bluetooth screw back on, turn it off, put the cap on. You gotta do it with the cap off also. Let the car run. Take it for a drive or whatever. In my case, I left it jacked up. I didn't take it for a drive because I got more stuff to do to it today. So take it for a drive, or let it run with everything back on, and just let it run. I let mine run for like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. It didn't overheat. Everything is good. I checked, double checked under the car for leaks. As you can see, it's all dry. All dry. Check under the car for leaks. Check everything for leaks. And that's pretty much it. So, and then after that, let the car cool all the way down. I let it sit overnight. Come when it's all the way cold. It has to be fully cold. Come check your coolant level, because you might have put too much coolant in there as you're filling it up to bleed it. And if so, get like a one of those things for the kitchen. I guess when they suck the juice out of the turkey or whatever, a little syringe. Just get a syringe or get like a handheld pump or something like that, and just go in the coolant and suck the fluid out. But me, I filled it up perfectly. I just checked it. The level is perfect fine, so she all good to go. I just checked the oil. Like I said, I did my oil change too. I just checked my oil level. That's perfect. That's good to go. And she just runs good. I can tell she's idling better with those new tensioners and idler pulley. And she's gonna drive a lot smoother too. Now, mind you, I'm still missing 2 parts for me to completely put this back together. First, I gotta take it up and spray it down. Give it a engine a good spray off. I don't degrease my engine. I'll show you how I do that. I'll make a video showing you how I clean my engine. Clean your engine the proper way. I've seen a lot of people do it the wrong way, but I'm gonna give it a good cleaning, and then once that I can put the rest of my stuff on. But I'm currently waiting on 3 things. Tires, which they're coming. I paid for my tires. I'm just waiting for them to come. They'll be here sometime next week. It's currently Sunday, so they'll be here like between Tuesday and Thursday. I'm waiting on my strut bar. As you can see, I already have a strut bar. Those are the mounts for the strut bar. I already have a strut bar, but I'm ordering a new strut bar. So I'm gonna have 2 different strut bars. And I'm waiting on my motor mounts. These motor mounts, they're done. I can still drive on them, but they're done. So I need motor mounts and transmission mounts. I'm gonna knock them out too. I'm gonna do the transmission mounts also when they get here. And that's all I'm waiting on for right now. I still gotta do my brakes and stuff like that, but that's a later date, another video. Still got my other car I gotta get to. So she's back. She's running great. She runs smooth. Like I'm just completely happy. But here's the finished product. Everything is back together. Everything is good. She runs great. Everything is hooked up. She's Gucci, man. So until the next video, this is European Cars. And like I said, comment on this video if you like this video. If you don't like the video, if you hate the video, that's cool too. I love it. You hate it, I love it. Real talk. So comment on the video, share this video, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because I got a lot more stuff coming. So just stay tuned. I'm only gonna get better from here. Y'all have a good day, man, and I'm out. See y'all on the next one.